Episode 389 of the podcast. And I have not been thinking about killing myself. It's the complete opposite. I've been valuing life and just been thinking about how death is pretty close, man. Not close as in I'm gonna die soon, within the next year or something, but in the grand scheme of things, like I could live up to 100 and it's not even that long in the grand scheme of things, This world's weird. The penny just died and I'm tripping over that. Like, I don't think it's really set in yet. Or maybe I'm just dumb. Maybe I just don't get, because I get that the penny it's more expensive to make and we're just losing money. But come on, whose fault is that? Oh yeah, I've got coffee, I've got water. I probably drank more coffee than I have this morning. I have been procrastinating on doing this podcast for the last hour. I've just been getting stuck on my phone. I have been ADHDing it up so bad. I probably need Adderall. A neighbor of mine, a new friend of mine, has been telling me he does Adderall, helps him clean his room and shit like that. And I wanted to get the podcast going, but then I just started looking through my phone. I was getting distracted with shorts. I got distracted with playing the guitar. I got distracted with I guess the only thing I didn't start doing was playing the skateboard. But I was playing the guitar. I was thinking about even making a rap. Thinking about even making a fucking a metal song. My throat is already a little scratchy. I found like a 1 minute and 45 second beat where I was kind of thinking to myself, I could probably fucking do this. I've always wanted to be in a metal band or make some kind of rock music. And I was in a metal band. I did one rehearsal. I did cover songs. And it wasn't going well. I was sweating, bro. I was sweating real bad. It takes a lot of energy. But we're here. It seems like it's less effort in terms of using your brain, coming up with a clever metal song. At least, I like metal music. I probably might even like it more than I like rap music, but it's not by much. I appreciate all music, but it just in different ways. I think maybe you're using your brain more when you're actually playing an instrument. But if you're like a vocalist or a lead, I don't think I've ever really listened to a band and I think of those lyrics and think, oh, that was good. It's kind of like the Kendrick Lamar syndrome where everybody listens to Kendrick Lamar or maybe even Earl Sweatshirt and they break it down. Like, this is why he said that and this rhymes with that. And if you look it up on this date and this date, it all fits together. But I think that's just reaching. And then they'll do that with fucking metal, like Wait and Bleed. What the fuck is Wait and Bleed about with Slipknot, People are always talking about Corey Taylor's lyrics and stuff, and I kind of get it. Maybe I'm just... But I still think it's a little bit of throwing shit at the wall, dude. One of the first lyrics I thought of, it's just about how you say it. If I were to make a rap song or a metal song, I just wanted to be like, black coffee in my ass. Oh, that fucking hurts. That fucking hurts. Yeah, I like scratched my throat from yelling so much. I watched that new Frankenstein movie. It just came out like a week ago. And I just keep on making fun of the monster when he's yelling out Victor. I just keep on going, Victor! 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 Yeah, when I put that gravel in my voice, it just feels like I swallowed rocks. And it's like, fuck, dude. If I was a touring musician, of course, I'm just probably doing it wrong. The technique isn't right. I need to do them fucking gutturals, but eventually, you mess your throat up. Victor! Victor! Yeah! Oh, Victor! I feel like I'm about to fucking throw up. Yeah, maybe I don't have it. Maybe I don't have it. The Austin, Texas comedy scene is falling apart, and the Joe Rogan sphere, I think at the end of the day, they're all doing well. They all have money. And part of me, if my speech is a little off, I'm kind of stuttering my words. I have another, I don't know if it's a canker sore. I haven't really looked in the mirror. The pain is mild compared to the last time. I think the last time I was here, maybe like 2 episodes ago, my tongue was hurting. And now it's just slightly. Let me have some coffee. Ah, yeah. So, yeah, I just don't want to kill myself. Things have been going on. I'm having a skin thing going on. I don't want to get too specific, but I have something going on medically, and I'm telling my wife it's embarrassing. But she's like, it's not, it's fine, but it's just, I don't know. For me, I don't want to talk about it. And I don't have herpes. You know what I mean? It's not an STD. And I don't think it's that serious. It doesn't really look that fucking good. But it could be way worse. And it's just, I don't know. I was just like, oh, what if it fucking goes to my brain and all this stuff? And that's what kind of makes me thinking about, death is nearby. I chipped my tooth. Like a week ago, I chipped my tooth in my sleep. I don't know what the fuck is up with that. And luckily it's not really like cosmetically. You don't really see. It doesn't look too bad, but I feel it. I feel this chip in my tooth. It's my bottom front tooth. It's like I never knew I was grinding in my teeth or grinding in my sleep. But then, yeah, I woke up at like 2 a.m. I felt sand in my mouth and then like a big chunk of tooth, and I just spat it out and I went back to sleep. And then maybe like 2 days later, same thing. I felt sand again. I'm like, what the fuck is going on? So I've just been doing a lot of reflecting on that and thinking about my fucking body's just falling apart on me. Oh. It's just going to get worse. Like, there's certain things on my body that kind of hurt that I just deal with it. But you're so used to it, you never really realize. It's like, oh, yeah, fucking, it's just going to get worse, most likely. And so, I don't know. This morning I was having memories of when I was, I don't know, 5 or 6 years old, and then I was getting baby teeth. Like, my first baby teeth were coming out, which were my bottom front. But I felt the new adult teeth, which is possibly one of the fucking teeth that's chipped right now. I remember my mom telling me, yeah, push it with your tongue. But she was talking about the baby tooth that was coming out, but I was pushing in the new adult teeth. And I always felt like that's what made it crooked, because I just kept pressuring it with my tongue. I was pressuring the wrong fucking tooth. And so, I don't know. When I was younger, I think I was late to get off the bottle. I was never breastfed, but I was late to get off the bottle. And I have memories of like my dad I like the bottle, like a bottle of warm milk. You put milk in there, you put it in the microwave, and I still remember the taste. And it tasted kind of cheesy, which is so fucking gross when I think about it. It's like, why? Ugh. Warm milk. Ugh. But yeah, I got off but I liked it from a bottle. I guess it was hard for me to transition to cups or something like that. It was easy. I liked to suck as a kid. Pause. And I wonder how bad that was for my teeth. It's raining. It's raining real bad. My dog doesn't want to go out to pee. So, just gonna have to figure it out. I feel like there's a lot going on, but I kind of covered a lot of it with just little shit. Things are good. I really can't complain. Just trying to enjoy my life to the best of my abilities. Let's have another sip of this drink. I put this I don't have much food in the house, I will say that. I'm kind of lazy to go out to eat. So I've got this vitamin C drink. I got this vitamin C drink, and I'm thinking about just having fucking scoops of peanut butter, maybe bagel bites or something, and going out later. And my wife gets out of work. Okay, I made a promise to somebody that I'm gonna call him, so I'm gonna call him. Where's he at? FaceTime. Because this dude doesn't have any service. We're gonna call Peter. We're gonna get his perspective on things.
Hey, what up, though?
What's up, Peter? You're on the air.
Oh, great. Oh, this is exactly what I was not at all expecting and ready for. Thanks for telling me to talk on the phone in an hour and then take almost 2 hours to get a hold of me and then tell me that I'm on a podcast. I'm actually naked right now, but let's do it.
Well, you got back to me 20 minutes later, and then I hit you up.
Woke up. That was why. That was the first thing I texted was to you. And I said, sure. And it wasn't yet an hour. And you.
Well, I hit you up. I hit you up yesterday, and I was like, what, 11 a.m. your time, which is.
Oh, that's right. I think you did say that to me. Yeah, but still, it's. I guess it's still 11 o'clock this time. Yeah, I guess I thought that you kind of missed it. I guess I thought we weren't going to talk on the phone, and I was about to hop in the shower. But it's cool. I guess I could do this before I get in the shower. It's all good. That's the time difference. That's just how it works, I guess. You're still in your morning, and I'm about to head out the door, I guess, in a minute here. Yeah, dude, I got a lot of cool shit going on. A lot of swords in the fire. I never heard that until I moved to Austin. Things are kind of me going from like, hey, I just started, this is my first year doing comedy. But really, like, my mind recently turned into like, hey, I've been doing writing for like 7 years. Like, all of the years I was in the military. Right when I got out of the military, maybe 1 or 2 years, I had to figure some things out. Then I became a comic. So it's like you put those two things together. I, for 4 years, was a comic in Austin. And for 7 years, all around America, was just writing as a military guy. Just writing my own blog posts, writing the eulogies for nobody that died. You know what I mean? Writing scripts, writing. Yeah, I even did some of it with you. We tried writing like a novel, I think, or like a script, I think.
I don't remember that.
Yes, it was a guy who was rich, and he was like, I'm going to have, you know, like a Lambo and a Bugatti, even though I have like 3 or 4 kids, and they don't even fit in this damn car. And like, yeah, it was crazy what the hell we were talking about. And I remember it got like annoying to you. And I was like, all right, let's stop talking about this.
I don't remember this at all.
Yes, I lived in Virginia. See, this is what I'm saying. And this is why nobody believes me when I say shit like this. I say things like I'm a genius. I say things like I'm a data scientist. I say things like I'm a computer scientist, and my older brother's a computer. I've always been a computer scientist. And then I say things like I'm a mad scientist. And then I say things like I'm a mad data scientist. And all my friends are like, hey, so Peter, those pills that you take, right? You're taking them, right? And I'm like, yes. And you're sober too, right? And I go, Yes. I mean, well, yes. What the fuck? So, yeah, that's kind of what I've been on recently because, like, even if we had, like, I just started a podcast. Even if I had a podcast and it was me and you, and let's say we had a podcast. We had a third person and she was, like, a lady. She was, like, an attractive lady. She was, like, a lady that does comedy in, like, the scene that you and me both do comedy in. And we're both just kind of like, this lady ain't that funny, but, like, let's have her on. She has tits. Or she's cute or whatever. Like, we both like her. We want to promote her page. We want to promote her account. We want to promote her comedy. Eventually, I'll get to a point where what I'm joking about is, like, something along the lines of what I just said a minute ago. And then she wouldn't get it. She'd be like, I don't really know what the fuck you're doing. I don't fucking know. Then I have to rely on, like, what is your experience? Let's go back to talking about your experience with comedy. And then that's kind of my brand of comedy is going, you know how you can say, like, oh, my bandwidth. Oh, I can't make this phone call with you, Peter, and do a podcast because my bandwidth, what I do with my day and my week, just won't allow it. And then you eventually make time. You turn that shit on itself and then go, but this is Peter. This is my boy. I'm going to fucking make time the next time I'm off. We're going to do this. I'm going to text him the day before. I'm going to call him. Even if he thinks it's not even happening anymore, 40 minutes later, we're going to make this happen. And I even lost faith. I even was like, I'm going to just hop in the shower. This is bomb bullshit. But that's also happening in Austin. That's also the fucking thing that I'm dealing with. When I go on a Monday to Kill Tony and I'm talking to a friend of mine. His name's Nino. He's a Hispanic dude. He's hella cool. He's hella funnier than me. Been doing this shit longer than me. And I say to him, hey, dude, I already got this podcast. We're already in the third, fourth episode. What's good, man? We want to put you on. Like, not the same thing. This isn't a lady. She doesn't have tits. This is my boy Nino, right? And it's like, you're respected by me. You told me to hit you up if you have a chance, or if I have a chance to put you on. I now have that chance. We are now trying to put you on. What date is good this week? It's Monday night. I know obviously not tonight. What's good? He says he's off Thursday, let's say. And then I say, great, Thursday, I'll hit you up. Then, using the exact same rules you just said to me in the beginning of this phone call, I go on Wednesday because I'm booking shit. I run a goddamn podcast, and I go, what's good for tomorrow? You said Thursday. What's up? And he says something like, I'm going to go get my dick wet. Grinch, sorry, man. I got to go date, tap in with a girl, blah, 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 blah. And then I go, you said to my fucking face Thursday, fuck that bitch. What did you just say to me? And then it becomes a whole thing. And I'm like, wait, I thought we were doing dick jokes. How fucking far, how far off did I go from inviting a friend of mine to just hang out to biting his head off over flaking on me, you know? And then I realized because I have much more passion about this shit than I ever did as a parent. I ever did in a relationship with my ex, with my baby moms. And this is what I'm realizing is my marriage and my kid is my comedy. And if not my comedy, my friends and people around me and their comedy. And this podcast that I try and help you be a regular on and do what I can with it. So that's what I got going on. Coney, what's good?
Wow. It's a lot. Nothing. Just, I think, I've said it before, but I just feel like with lower level hobbies like this, with that, and getting more people involved, it's just a hassle. The more people you get, the bigger a hassle it is because you got to
I didn't even
rely
tell you the worst one yet. Here's the last story too. So that's just like a lady. Even if we got her on, she kind of doesn't get our brand of comedy. Another dude is my homie. Whatever, he's flaking. He got other shit going on. Great. There's another dude now in the same week before any of those two stories happened. Okay. And this dude, let's put it this way. He has a very long interview on the internet on a very certain podcast I know you've watched. And
yeah, Kill Tony.
It's not really what it's just a podcast. He has a long interview on a podcast. That's all I'm telling you. Okay? And this dude's just not who he turns out to be. He's not who he is on stage. He's not who he is when he's off stage. You got to get him in a back room. And that back room is usually where you're going to podcast at. Now, right before you do the podcast, you got to set things up. It takes a good 30 minutes, 20 minutes, whatever. As that's happening, imagine that dude starts getting on the phone talking to his fentanyl dealer.
Wow, fentanyl. Like purpose.
As mics are coming out, as we're talking about starting a podcast in a couple minutes there. Yeah. Imagine you did all the work, scheduled all the things, looked at the place and got on the rooftop and ordered a beer and sat down. We're just about to get started, and then you start to realize, we're not platforming this kind of person. No. This is not a good idea. This is only going to end bad.
I mean, it's just fentanyl. So.
Oh, right. And that's what, like, one of us said, and I, at the time, thought it was a joke and kind of, like, went along with it. Like, yeah, come on, man, what, man? He's just, come on, man, he's trying to unwind, you know? But towards the end of it, I hit my co-host. I texted him. I was just like, I don't think he was joking. Was he joking? And he said, I hope so. Yeah, so that's how my week is gone, man. And like you were saying, yeah, this lower level of, like, if there was a pyramid of comics, they're definitely at the bottom. They're lower than the bottom. They're the dirt, really, that the pyramid is on. And, yeah, I have people like that. I've even had one of them spend the night at my place because, you know, I got 3 bedrooms and I can't sleep in 3 beds at one time. And I thought, you know, he's my favorite homeless lowlife. Come on over. I let him spend the night like 2 nights. You know, he's not doing it anymore. But, like, that's kind of like where I'm at, is I'm integrating into, like, how I can use these people to my benefit. And by these people, I don't mean black homeless people. I mean all homeless people, you know?
Yeah.
No, I have like 2 agents now. One of them, like, wasn't homeless, but was homeless when she first moved to Austin. Now she's, like, in Central California, but she knows people, like, in LA and Hollywood. So I even got, like, a contact from her, from a guy that I don't even know his fucking name. I needed to talk to my co-host about it. He told me and he was like, so-and-so used to date him or something like that. And then this other guy, so-and-so's sister knows, and she's currently dating him. And I'm like, I just need to get on this fucking podcast, dude. What's good? And he's like, yeah, you have her number. I don't have her number. I'm like, okay, what do you want me to say to her? And then I said to her, and the whole time, this is funny because I was pleasantly surprised. The whole time, I'm like, she hates you. She's not going to give a shit. This isn't going to work. Like, she's going to text us back, like, why are y'all talking about my personal life? And then she texts us back his fucking number. She said, you owe me one now. Both you guys owe me one, she said. I was like, damn, it worked. Oh, we started, like, dabbing each other up. It was crazy. But things are kind of moving along with this podcast, I guess. Have you heard of Hate Watch? That's one of them. And then I guess GoofCon. They're both produced in LA, and we're trying to, like, we're in contact with their people. My people talking with their people. But it was just getting that, like, text, just getting one link. It's like, that's a win these days. It's somebody who doesn't even live in your state sends you something for somebody who lives in your state. And you're like, I really need to work with this person or whatever.
Tell me about the penny and how.
Oh yeah, they're making the penny go extinct because the penny, it costs, if you added in, like, energy and what it takes to run machines at the mint and what it takes to create a penny, it turns into 1.7 cents to do it. Okay,
but whose fault is that?
What?
Whose fault is that? Because it wasn't like that before.
It's mine and yours fault. That's who. It's Richard Nixon's fault, and then our fault after that.
How's it my fault?
It's your fault because that penny is backed off of you, sir. That's why.
I'm looking at a penny right now. So what, are they just not going to take them, or they just stop making them?
Listen to me. Form that question one more time, but don't say they, say us. Go ahead.
Are us going to stop making the penny, or is it still going to work? Like, if I go into a dollar store with 100 pennies,
I would say the latter. I would say nobody's going to accept them anymore. I would say already people don't accept them.
What if I go to a bank with 100 pennies?
Hey, Margie. I mean, I guess the bank would. Yes, I don't know. That's up to your bank, I think, actually, at that point, because banks are private. Like, you can't go to a mint, I would say. I would say this policy, I haven't read it, but I would say this kind of policy sounds like a mint policy. Okay. Only at the mint, not really at the bank. Banks are private, so it's up to your private bank and their policy to change it.
I've got a jar full of coins, and the first penny I pulled out was made in 2025.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, are you going to be one of the people that just cashes in as fast as you can? Or are you going to give all those pennies to your grandkids? See what I'm saying?
Yeah, huh? I don't know.
How much do you think those pennies are going to be worth with those grandkids? You think it's going to be 1.7 each one of those? Well, that number 1.7 in that formula is no longer there. That 1.7 in that formula is now an X because there is no production of them anymore. So now it's just 1 penny and then equals question mark. You see what I'm trying to say?
It's just how much longer until we get rid of dimes?
Did you hear what I just said? It's already almost more than, well, yeah, let's just say it's almost double its value right now. Almost. What happens when it's triple, quadruple, fucking septuple? What if it 100 X's? 1 fucking penny is now $1. What happens if that happens? And you go, oh yeah, Coinstar. Oh yeah, but I got my Coinstar receipt. And I'm sitting here like, Marky, this is how this works, dude. So yeah, keep all of them, I would say. I guess I'm glad we had this conversation because now I know, we know, you're going to want to keep them.
I don't know. Why didn't they just slow down the production at least? Like, they just made a hard stop. It's weird. It's been around for 200 and what? 50 years? 240
since the 1700s, yeah, a long time ago.
And we're just now failing? Like, what else is going to fail? Like, the penny going away is something
that's the golden question. That's the silver dollar question. That's the 50-cent piece question. Because in the 70s or 60s, I think late 60s, 70s, something like that. In the late 60s or the 70s, they made a commemorative JFK coin. Did you know that? Like Johnson, I want to say, signed this. I think. I don't know the history exactly. I wasn't born. But I want to say, like, Johnson assumed being the king of our whole planet after watching Kennedy get shot in the neck. And then was kind of like, all right, now let's do everything he wanted to do and everything I wanted to do, but we'll just name it the Kennedy Act, or like because of Kennedy, or in the name of Kennedy. And no Republicans whatsoever in the late 60s are going to vote against it because we all watched this shit happen. And that was one of them, I want to say, is the silver dollar with Kennedy's face on it. Yeah, Irie talked to me about, I had a talk with this about a lady who I was with at the time, and she was like, "Hey, someone came into work, and I was behind the register, and they had a silver dollar. She unfortunately had to get rid of this silver dollar. She got rid of the silver dollar and gave it to me, but when she did it, she said, I need someone to, once it goes into this cash register, take out their dollar, put it in the cash register, then put that 50-cent piece in your pocket." What she was trying to say is this is worth more than $1. And it's like a JFK 50-cent piece from the 60s. It's already been 60 or so years. So that's for sure already silver that we're talking about here. Okay, it's called a commemorative design. They do it for Donald Trump, too. It's stupid. They don't do it for Biden, I'll tell you that much. I want to say they do it for Barack, too. For Barry. Good old Barry. Good old Cambridge Barry, our guy. I'm pretty sure you could find a Obama fucking coin out there somewhere.
I know there's Obama phones.
See, I'm glad you mentioned that because it's not the same thing anymore. Do you really want to talk about that? You don't know about Obama phones. You don't even know about the Obama phones. The Barry phones, the Barack phones, listen, the word is subsidy, all right? All right, Joe Rogan, say that with me. Subsidy, subsidized, whatever. When you think about it, you think of a building. You think of, this is now the fucking county courthouse. But this building was already here doing whatever the fuck court hearings, right? Okay, great. It's been subsidized. So nobody pays rent. It's just ours. It's mine. It's yours. It's the county courthouse. So nobody's paying rent here, obviously, but utilities obviously are going to get paid, though. Also, everybody got to take a shit at the courthouse in between sessions, right? So, like, this building is subsidized. Now, subtract that word from building and say a phone now. Now, phones are changing. Every decade is a whole different thing, and then every fifth year decade, it's a different thing that we use as policy and then call that the digital constitution or whatever the fuck we as Americans federally abide by on the internet. Which, by the way, that's getting drafted right now. I don't know what the fuck everybody's tripping about this government lockdown and it coming back and them happy about it. Between today and the end of the year, our digital identity is going to have a different law, like body of law around it. So anyway, that's neither here nor there. What I'm trying to tell you about is fucking, you don't fucking know about Obama phones or subsidized phones. And the reason why is Trump still does it now. So we might as well call it Trump phones. Am I talking to you on a Trump phone, Marky?
No.
You say no. Because I
Yeah.
haven't like upgraded my phone. I have like an older phone. And you go, no. And then I go, well, I'm going to upgrade my phone. And you want to know what color it's going to be?
What color?
The same color as Donald Trump's face.
Orange?
Have you seen the ads for orange iPhones?
I have not.
Okay, so imagine you were walking past, you were like in a fucking, a waiting room in a kitchen, a waiting room in a hospital. And you're walking past and people are crying, and you look up at the CNN commercial. It's not CNN though, it's a commercial. And it's just an iPhone. And you see these different colors of an iPhone. What colors do you think you're going to see? Like colorful colors, like one or two colors? What do you think?
I don't know.
You don't see people. Exactly. You don't know. You don't know shit about Trump phones. That's my point. And I'm telling you, what was it in the past? What was it? Like a red, right? And then before the reds, they had the like 4C and it was like colorful colors, right?
Yeah,
it was a whole thing.
Yeah,
remember?
Yeah.
Okay, so it went chronologically. It went like this. White, maybe black. Okay, iPhone 2, iPhone 3, iPhone 4. Yeah. iPhone 4C now, we have a fucking rainbow because we're all gay. And then it's a liberal rainbow kind of agenda, right? Cool, whatever. That's Obama phones, though. The 4C, I want to say, began Obama phones. And what do you know? Him and his, I guess, gay agenda. I don't know. I don't give a shit about that back then. I mean, I do remember it because I was in the military at this time, and everybody was like, "Don't Ask, Don't Tell" just got repealed. Are you one of them new Navy cats? And I'm like, well, I got in after "Don't Ask, Don't Tell" was repealed, so I guess so. That was the thing. It was like a slur. It was like saying fat. It was like saying the F word to a gay person. It was like, it was like, you're new Navy. Oh, that's that new Navy shit. Y'all grabbing ass and shit. What was that? What the hell is that? That's that new Navy. And then that's why people start going, thanks, Obama. So what I'm saying is, I got a good feeling. And this is me going on record. You heard it here first. Breaking news. When Donald Trump and Tim Cook showed up at Inauguration Day last January, you see Sundar Pichai of Google, you see Zuckerberg of Meta Platforms, and you see Tim Cook, a dude who those two people rely on to get their software to the faces of the people. And usually that's with an iPhone or a MacBook or something else that Apple made, right? That they make better than everyone else, right? So these three people represent pretty much all of Silicon Valley. And then Elon was the guy who was already on the team. So he also is Silicon Valley, but he's a little special because he's better than all of them. Because he's from South Africa. He's not from India. Because he's from South Africa, not wherever the fuck Zuckerberg's from. So, what I'm trying to tell you is when that happened, in between that inauguration day and Tim Cook being there, he knew he had to politic with this current fucking administration, whether it was Kamala or Donald. So he had to sit there and fucking clap and look at confetti for a whole day. And from that point forward, his team was in contact with the Trump administration. In between that January day and today, the iPhones that are available, hi, Marky, that's called a subsidized iPhone. You don't know shit about Trump phones. Now, the last part of all of this is, what does this got to do with Marky? Of course that's what this has to do with, because you're a selfish, narcissistic fuck. So anyway, let's talk about what it would take for Marky to get one. What it would take for Marky's narcissistic ass to get his grubby fucking hands on a orange iPhone. Okay, not a black one, not a white one, not a gray one. An orange Donald Trump iPhone. What would it take, Marky? If you walked into a Best Buy, what would it take?
A good deal.
No, that's not what I'm saying. Let's say the deal, of course it's a good deal. You're already buying it. They schmooze you and they give you this many dollars for this iPhone and this many years and this much dollars on the 1st or the 15th. Okay? They say all that to you and you love all of it. And you're like, I could pay that. Yeah, I could afford that. What else would it take? Are you going to pick one out? Do you need like this much memory? What else?
I don't know. I'm not really into the color orange now that you're...
Me neither, but my point is they are giving you only that option, and if not, then you are, Okay, you watched Fairly Odd Parents. Remember when he wished everybody looked the same and everybody was gray and blobby? That's an iPhone now. We're all gray and blobs. And if you're not that, then you're an orange gray blob. You see what I'm trying to say?
Yeah, I get it.
But of iPhones. And it's like Tim Cook was cool with doing that. Tim Cook was like, yeah, let's have vanilla ass phones, and the only one that's not vanilla looks like the president. And I swear I'm the only one talking like this. And everybody else, again, is like, okay, orange phones, Peter, are you taking your pills? You're good, right?
Is Tim Cook the guy who wears the beanie? I think he's bald.
Yeah, Tim Cast. Yeah.
I heard he's a skater. I heard he skates.
What?
I heard he skates.
Oh.
But people don't like him, at least from what I...
Yeah, you should tell him you don't know shit about skating. You should...
He looks good, but...
Tim, you don't know about skating. You don't even know.
That's an inside joke, by the way. People don't understand. Do you want to tell that? Do you want to explain that inside joke or let it rock?
Yeah, I don't care. It's your inside joke. You say it.
Well, we were in middle school, and then we had this fucking halfie. He's a half black, a half white guy. And I guess people gave him a lot of shit for being half white, so he had to try extra hard to let people know he was black. And then one time Peter was talking about the fucking finals of basketball or something like that, and he just got all uppity and was like, you don't really watch basketball. Come on now. And Peter's like,
yeah, it pissed me off because I was like, I'm definitely watching the Lakers and the Celtics right now.
Yeah, then he
in
just
2011.
Yeah. Then he just started getting on his ass about like, oh, well, who won the championships in 89?
No, he said, what was the exact score, I think last night or the night before that? And I was like, dude.
You don't.
I don't fucking know. I'm 16.
And then ever since we found out about the story a month ago, it's just, you don't really know about U.S. currency. You know.
Yeah, that's pretty much where we're at now. Yeah, you don't know about stuff that you don't know about the penny, the U.S. penny. Yeah. Well, I gotta go, man. You got anything else for me?
No, just tapping in.
All right, man. I got a shit ton of interviews I got to do with my podcast. Let me know on YouTube, Talking Sweet with Pat and Pete. On X, fucking Grinch Comedy, and on Instagram, Grinch Martinez Comedy. I need to make it all one thing. I need to get a fucking link, all my links at some point. Got to make that happen soon. But thank you for having me. This was fun. I'm glad I could educate you. This is a good time.
All right, Peter. I'll see you later.
All right, later.
Okay, after... How long was that call? That was about 20-some minutes. So... Still don't want to kill myself. It's like 21 minutes, yeah. Still don't want to kill myself. Oh, man. Somebody just told me to vote. I'm going to tell them I'm not registered. Alright. Well, it's 10 o'clock. I haven't eaten anything today. I feel like I'm almost in this crazy state of ketosis. When was the last time I ate, actually? Let's see here. I have a picture of my In-N-Out that I ate yesterday. Let's see. It was probably around 7 o'clock was probably the last time I ate. So I'm like 15 hours into fasting. Accidentally, that In-N-Out looks so good. Oh, that looks so good. Oh. Well, what else we got here? Let me see. Yeah, that shit hurt. All that screaming, all that, Victor! Let me see if it still hurts. Victor! Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, my shit's irritated. Oh, whatever. The only things that I really have planned for today is tinkering with some skate shit. I got some new wheels coming in. Don't tell my wife. She was just getting on my ass last night about how I need to stop buying decks and how I don't need them. And now I'm buying wheels. I'm buying wheels. And I'm probably going to get caught up. Oh, it's my money. I can do what I want. Let's see. I want to see if I still have soup left. Oh, yeah. There it is. Right here. And then I want to make these because these expire next month. So I got to get these out the way. So probably the first meal of the day. Probably be some soup. It's cold. Everybody's getting sick. And I don't want any part of that shit. Is that a gnat? Oh, fuck. So, yeah. Ugh. It's a lot, dude. The penny's going away. It's just... The penny... I don't know if I said it, but it just seems like one of those things that should have went away when I went away. Like, I was not expecting that in this lifetime. There's a lot of things that you don't expect in life. Oh, it's scary, man. It actually is kind of scary because I thought we were more likely to get into war than we were to get rid of the penny. Maybe I'm tripping. Maybe I'm overreacting. You know, I thought we were going to have, like, real concrete evidence of aliens and they were going to touch down before we got rid of the penny. That's fucking... It's pretty insane. And so, it just kind of... I don't know. It's tripping me out. It's getting me to think about, like... What's, Why is this up so, like, poorly? Can I put some tape here? Whatever. I'll do it later. Ugh. What was it? Damn, it's still raining. Fuck. Does not look good. Fucking. I'm so tired, man. Like, mentally, at least. It's just, what else? You know, it really does get me thinking, fuck, dude, we might go to war before my life is over. What is the hardest thing that we are? Let's not talk about me, because I'm a narcissist, but what's the hardest thing that we're going to go through in this lifetime? I'm curious. Oh, wait, I have to... My toilet has been acting up, and we found out that if you turn the hot water off for... I think if you turn the hot water off, the water will stop running for the bidet, I think, and I hope. So there's that. Ugh. Oh man, I'm cold. I kind of want to take a nap. I kind of just want to go back to bed, honestly. Maybe make the soup. Fucking just chill out. 15 hours? Can I go a little longer? I definitely can, but it's like, do I want to, you know? I don't know. Let's see if my doctor emailed me about what's going on with me. I sent her some pictures. Checking for mail. I've got 3 new messages. Nothing. Ooh, have you guys seen the new The new Nike SB Air Maxes? The iShod? That iShod guy has like a lot of merch, but I never really looked into him like that. Look at that. Oh, that's why these are on sale, because they don't have many sizes. These are 80. My size is here. I don't like these though. Like, I like them to just wear them, but to actually skate in them, I feel like let's check this rain. Cool. Well, I'm gonna end it, guys. I'm gonna do a bunch of things that aren't important. So it's good checking in. I fucking hurt my voice not even an hour into my day, so I'm gonna just relax. Probably eat some food. See y'all later.